dudes? Good day, my friend Parker. Tom and Sandy, today's your day. Where the sidewalk ends, where the sidewalk ends. Sarah and Legend are watching far away in the mountains of California. Quarantine story time, quarantine story time, oh yeah. How was everybody's weekend? Did you do anything fun? I did. Chad McSweetie, get out of town. Tammy Thompson, woo! That's amazing. All the people in the world. So, Easter egg hunt. Who had Easter egg hunts? Anyone? I saw lots of Easter egg hunts on the Facebook. I didn't, but I saw people doing it. And I saw some Easter bunnies driving around waving at a safe distance. I think that's quite lovely. Did you eat the eggs or was there candy in the eggs? I had my first little thing that has the Nutella in it. Because my friends Will and Josie and Hazel, Herbie, and Gus brought me books and one of those weird egg things with the toy in it. Can't remember what they're called. But super stoked about their books. Jill! So that was cool. And then Kinder Eggs, that's what it was. Thank you, Eddie. Kinder Eggs. I had my first Kinder Egg. And I ate pies from Crew. Holy buckets! Was that rhubarb, blueberry plus rhubarb equals rhubarb, out of this world. Literally out of this world. I had a nice size slice, microwaved it, little chunk of ice cream. Woo! That crust! Usually I'm like, crust, I don't have time for you. But this one I was like, eating all the crust. Hey Lauren, what's up? So I told you, Will and Josie and Hazel and Herbie and Gus brought me a bunch of sweet books. Then my friend Amy from Little Saints, who knows Amy from Little Saints? Me! She's awesome. She brought me a box of the coolest books. She knows I'm funny. I like to read funny books. So she brought some really good ones from the Amazon. And I'm going to read one of those today. It's called The Cool Bean. He's a garbanzo with a tie on. So I'm reading that one. And then my friends Tom and Sandy Bauer sent me this, Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. I picked a couple sweet, funny poems out of this one that I'm quite excited about. So that's cool. And also, I did some stuff in the shop this weekend. I was in the shop all weekend. I was printing. I was organizing. I got this cool toolbox. I'm putting all my carving tools in. And so that makes me very happy. What's up, Dan Kelly? But I also printed these cool posters that I want to show you. Want to see? So I mentioned this before. Remember, I told you that I listened to our sweet governor Tim Walz do his little State of the State, and that boy knows his way around words. I'm gonna tell you right now. So I decided to immortalize some of his words in a sick poster. Ooh! Look at that. Minnesota, Minnesota. And it says, we are resilient people with a deep reserve of courage, optimism, and grit. I love the word grit. I think I got a little grit, you know. I think we all got a little grit. So I made some posters. So, I was going to try to come up with a cool idea. I haven't fully worked it out yet, but I thought I would like give half the proceeds of these posters to some cool thing that's going on locally, you know. So I got people with their ears to the I don't remember how you say that, but like ears to the road? I don't know. Someone's going to correct me. But like they're going to find somebody who's like, yeah, we're giving stuff to like, maybe it'll be the food shelf, or like, you know, maybe I'll go buy a bunch of TP for a bunch of like, you know, daycare places, you know, yeah, let's do it, Minnesota, we're the greatest. And I also painted my window. Want to see? I'll show you. It's only going to be backwards, so you'll have to see it from the outside, but ready? Check it. Remember where it was last time? It's done now. Do, do, do. So pretty. And it looks like it says evil, but it actually says love. And it makes my place all prismy. And there's my posters that I printed. And there's all the type in the press that I set. Yeah, because I do it old school, you know. Yeah! That's my press. There's the posters. There's the window. So, hey Gabriel, guess what I'm drinking? I am drinking the mate because of you. So I'm really glad you're watching. Because I'm drinking mate, mate, mate. Oh, wait, turn. Mate, mate, mate. That's for you, my friend in Uruguay. Yes. All right, let me get me all back up here. Oh, don't fall. Okay, we're good. So, we got posters. We got windows. We got mate. It's good for the soul and the brain and the things that pump things. So that's cool. All right, so I've chatted long enough. Now it's time to read something. Forgot to start my timer. So let's check out this one, Where the Sidewalk Ends, by Shel Silverstein. Do you guys know this? I know the older folks do. Michael Gisler! What is up, my friend? Okay, so check it out. So these are just like poems that are kind of different, you know? So, I'm going to show you the picture. Oh, snap! My ukulele's going flying. All right, so check out these guys. They're acrobats. Okay, so this one is called The Acrobats. I'll swing by my ankles, she'll cling to your knees as you hang by your nose from a high up trapeze. But just one thing, please, as we float through the breeze, don't sneeze. Simple, but so true, and so current with the times. Don't be sneezing. And if you sneeze, sneeze into the elbow. Don't like scream sneeze like I do. I've been trying to work on that. Okay? Okay, I like this one. This one's super cute. So here's the image. Where? There. Little guys hugging. Lots of love. And it says, hug-a-war. We know tug-a-war, but do we know hug-a-war? I will not play at tug-a-war. I'd rather play at hug-a-war, where everyone hugs instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins, and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. Man, that's so cute. Look at those little guys. I like how he draws. So simple. Okay, let's see what this other one is. I got 3 pegged. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Because sickness, you know, and we're all like not going to school, we're homeschooling, and we're trying to stay healthy. But this is funny, because I think this guy is coming up with some excuses not to go to school. So there's the picture. Okay, laying in bed. So this is what it says. I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy Ann McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry, I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I've counted 16 chicken pox. And there's one more, that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu. I cough and sneeze and gasp and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin. My belly button's caving in. My back is wrenched, my ankle's sprained. My appendix pains each time it rains. My nose is cold, my toes are numb. I have a sliver in my thumb. My neck is stiff, my voice is weak. I hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbow's bent, my spine ain't straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk. I cannot hear. There's a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail, and my heart is, what? What's that? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday? Goodbye. I'm going out to play. Ah, looks like that person was full of baloney. That's hilarious. Thanks, Tom and Sandy, for the awesome silver edition of this book. Look at that guy. The Edge of the World. That's pretty cool. So, yep, just drinking my mate. I got it today at at the Minnesota Market, where I saw my friend Danielle. See, sometimes I have to take a break on the coffee and drink something that clears your brain out. Sarah. I did that poem in 3rd grade as my first dramatic reading ever. Yeah. That's pretty solid. Oh, I know what else I was going to tell you. Check this out. Troy Badig, my friend and local booze distributor, stopped by today. What a guy. I love him. I love his whole family. Sally, love them all. So he comes by, right? And he brings me adult gifts, which I can show because I'm an adult. Whoa! Woo, pretty! Thanks, pal. So that's for later, for adult time. And he gave me an Amazon gift card and said, keep it coming, Bruno. Your story time is hilarious. And I'm like, that's amazing. That guy, I'll tell you, people are so nice. So I'm going to just keep getting books. But the thing is, people keep giving me books. So I have a lot of books. I'm stoked. I know, right, Mo? See? It's a good combo, but I'm just showing it. I'm not promoting it. I'm just showing gifts that I've been given. It's just a thing. So I'm going to read my other book, but also I want to show you these other funny ones. Oh, I don't remember what I did with them. Oh! Well, there was one about an angry monkey that I can't wait. And then there's How to Babysit a Grandma and A Little Spot of Kindness. Can't wait to read those. And Sarah and Haley sent me Waiting is Not Easy, which is funny. And look at this one I can't wait to read. Someday a bird will poop on you. A life lesson. We could all use a couple of those. So we'll check that one out. And then remember, tomorrow I'm going to read this one by my friend Huda. What color is my hijab? That's pretty cute. So maybe I'll just peel into this one because this one's sweet. I did practice it and it is hilarious. First of all, let's take a look at this guy. He's a garbanzo and he's got a little bit of a mohawk and a bow tie and stick legs. I mean, if that's not hilarious, I do not know what is. You know? And it's called The Cool Bean. So I'm super stoked about this one. Let's check it out. Keep touching my face. Okay. The Cool Bean by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Watch out. Here come the cool beans. The cool beans. Okay, so we've got little girl coming out of school, home of the pods. The pods, they're called the pods. That's hilarious. Like, they've all got little backpacks on. Beanside Elementary. And there's little beans in the window. Yay, cool people, cool beans. There's a mom and a baby bean. And look at that, mom's got a perm. So these guys are cool, right? Classic signs of cool. would be leather jacket, sweet shades, baseball caps, beanies, aviators, all classic signs of cool. And they are cool. You know, they got like the eye thing, you know, finger guns, all that business. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Notice their sunglasses. Yow! The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, beyond county lines. Yeah, they got swagger. You know what swagger is? It's what cool beans have when they walk cool. Sometimes it looks like they're walking in slow motion. So everyone's like, yeah, look at those guys. They're the coolest. And he's like, oh, I wish I was a cool bean. There's the lockers at school. That's ink in my fingernail. It's not dirt. It's kind of grody. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together, even though you're not totally sure why. So they would hang out in a pod. See, there's the cool beans, and there's the little man. And then he's like, "Aw, I wish I was hanging out with my buddies." Meh. He's sighing. Aw. He's sitting with his little stick legs, and they're on the teeter-totter. Yeah! Teeter-tot, teeter-tot. You know? Okay. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. And they were so cool. One of them could play the guitar. One of them could draw the best superheroes. Cool. One of them could jump higher than any bean I'd ever known. Cool. So, first of all, there's our buddy, the bean, hanging on the swing, and there's the cool beans in a convertible, no less. Mega cool. So he's like, I long to be one of those guys. And then he's like, look, that guy plays the guitar, or gal. And that bean is like a super sweet artist. And that bean is higher than a bird when he plays basketball. And look, his tongue's sticking out. Just like Jordan. I'm getting the reference. That is brilliant. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. I slicked my hair back. I strutted around. And I swaggered. But my sunglasses were way too big for my bean head. Ray Beans. That's hilarious. Ray Bean. And then he tried to slick back his hair, but he was like, it's all slimy and too slick. And then he tried to strut, but he stubbed his toe on a stone. And then he tried to swagger, but whoa, he slipped on a banana peel. Banana peels are quite slickery, so be forewarned. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. I walked into stuff. I was an uncool bean for sure. I started to think of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'll never be a cool bean. Okay, so he's like, hey, you guys want to play soccer? And they're like, yeah, but I don't want little bean guy. I'd rather have the squirrel. That's harsh. Because the squirrel's like, I don't even know how to play soccer. And then he tries to put on his shirt, and it's like way too tight because he's a rotund bean. And then when he laughs, grape juice shoots out his nose, crashes into doors, whoomp, and, you know, he's like, I want to try, but I'm not even gonna because why should I? Those guys are too cool. So he's feeling a little down. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were cool beans, and there were beans like me. So there they are, sipping on some sweet drinks in the pool on their floaties, still with their hats and their leather jackets and their shades. And then he's at Laguna Beach, and he's got a floaty, and he's got sun stuff on his nose, Spiff 200, and he's feeling not very cool. You know, I mean, I've been there. You know, sometimes I don't feel cool. The days all blended together. I lived my life, and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches, and mostly just kept to myself. The cool beans continued being cool. I mean, sure, I missed them a bit, but it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went, until one day. So, here they are, like classic cool bean sit, right? He's like laying down, like, look how cool I am with my sweet jacket and aviators. And they're like, yeah, we got grape juice. And then he's like, meh, I am just eating my carrots and peas. And so he's just a little bit bumming out. And then they're out there breakdancing, which is also super cool. So they're like, and he's like, I'm just reading a book like a square. And they're really super cool. Well, let's see. I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, not again. He's got loafers. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans came over and helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Nods. Classic cool guy move. Later, I was out on the playground and I tripped and scraped my knee and maybe I cried a little bit, but everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came to my side and without a word, he dusted me off. So check it out. He's like, I got spaghetti and meatballs all over my loafers. And then cool guy's like, hey dude, I got you. I got you for sure, pal. Yay! And then over here he's like, oh, that was my knee and I skunned it. And everyone's like, you fell. Look at this guy. Hey man, I got you. Here's some sweet Band-Aids. I'm gonna bandage you up. And they're like, oh, cool guy. Even with your aviators and your leather jacket, you're the nicest. Aww. They're so cute. He did cry a little bit. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence and nobody said anything. And then everybody just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. Okay, so they're sitting in class, and he's like daydreaming, thinking about bean stuff. Look at this guy. I've got buck teeth, but that's okay. And then Mr. Bean's English. And then they're all like, you silly goose. You weren't even ready when the teacher called on you, you dumb head. And he's like, I feel small and little. But then, one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. And then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. Aww. So now, Cool Bean came over and said, hey, page 32, silly goose. And then he's like, I'm reading from the Great Gatsby. And the cool guy's like, thumbs up, buddy. I got your back, 'cause I'm your friend, and I'm cool, and you're cool too. Okay. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad, if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence, and that shred of confidence has continued to grow. So this is him walking home with his goofy smile, and he's blushing. And there's his little baby brother that's like, I'm throwing my bean sauce at you, Bean. And there's Mom with her sweet hairdo and little lipstick. There's Dad. He's got a little balding, but he's got a sweet goatee. And he's like, I love my family, and I love eating spaghetti and meatballs with a side of salad. And then he's at the playground. There's some beans on the slide, and he's like, I have swagger. I am cool too. Anyone can be cool. Somebody had my back. Or a few somebodies. I'm gonna cry. So now all the beans are on the playground, swinging, woo! And the coolest dude pushing him on the swing. Da, 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 da. And he's like, thanks, pal. Can you give me an underdog? And they're like, yeah, underdogs are the coolest. Yeah. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? He's being punny. Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, and even on the weekends. So he's punny, so they're all like, ah ha ha, you said how have you been, and we're beans, so that's hilarious. And then he's like, I'm a tiny bean on a bike, and I go biking down by the sea. And then they're like, yeah, juice time. And then they're like, hey, climb up on my bean head and slam dunk. And then they're like, dudes, let's watch a movie that's 3D. Doo-doo-doo. Beans that eat popcorn. Interesting. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. Attaboy, Bean, you're correct. So, it's not about all this gel and hairspray and big Ray-Ban sunglasses. It's about the person inside. Hey, lady with the little baby bean, would you like to stand under my umbrella? Why, yes, I would, young man. Hey, kid, did you just fall and drop your books all over the place, you goof? Let me help you. Thanks, buddy. I think I broke my glasses. So, you need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. So, this guy, he's trying to keep it together. Don't cry. And look at, they've got a tale of two chickpeas, a midsummer night's bean, Frankenbean. And then the cool kids are like, now that's cool, buddy. Helping people is the coolest. Da da da. I like the little guy with glasses and a backpack. He must be smart. So that's it. Get some shades and be cool. Do do do. Oh, those are nice ones. Heart ones. Awesome. Yep. Besides Mother Bruce, this might be my next favorite book. The Cool Bean with a Bow Tie. I like that one. Okay. Right? We're doing good on time. Yes. I think we are. Let's see, what else? So, thanks again, Troy, for adult-sized toys and for Amazon stuff. Thanks, Amy and Will and Hazel and Herbie and Gus and Stacy and Tom and Sandy. And if you want a poster, you should go get one. And I'll figure out, you should tell me, maybe you might know of a place that I could donate half the proceeds to. I think that'd be pretty sick. You know? We'll see. I'll get that all together. All right, are we at gumball time? Hello, Facebook Live. People, always trying to interrupt. Stop it. Okay, we'll do gumballs. Okay, here we go. All right, what are we shooting for this time? Anybody? Okay, well, have I gotten a green one yet? Or a white one? I feel like they're the most rare. So we're going green or white. Come on, lucky gumball. Purple! They must be the most common. Okay. Come on, one more for luck. Come on. White or green? Red! I do love red. So that's a win. Okay, so I also printed more quarantine card kits. So there's more if anybody hasn't gotten any yet. Oh yeah. I thought maybe it would turn my tongue a different color, but it didn't. All right, well, Ninja says, "Be careful out there, kids. Watch out for ninjas, because we're very sneaky and you never see us coming." And that's all I got. Tomorrow's books are going to be sweet. All week, they're going to be amazing. So, I also got a ninja book. I forgot about that one. So, thanks everybody. You're the best. Check you later, dudes. Peace.